Hello everybody and welcome back to another My Porch Prints tutorials. This is Kyra and today is the 6th day of our 7 days of Christmas event where all week long we have been giving away freebies, having sales in our Etsy shop, and giving away prizes, including a $20 coupon that we have given away every day to one person who comments beneath the daily video. So make sure to leave a comment on today's video for your chance to be entered to win. And tomorrow's video will be where we announce all of those winners. So make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on that announcement. For today's deal though, we're having 30% shop wide in our Etsy shop, and that deal is going to continue through the weekend for Black Friday. So make sure to jump over to the shop and grab any last minute items you want before that sale ends. But for today's video and freebie, we are actually making this little Christmas cottage clutch, which matches our Christmas cottage collection we have available in the shop. And you can get this freebie down in the description box below. Just go ahead and click download and print it out. And today we will be assembling it. So to start, like I said, go ahead and print that out. I printed mine on cardstock to give it a little bit of sturdiness, and I did print on the back with one of the papers from our Christmas cottage kit. That's optional, you don't have to do it, but I think it looks nice, so that's what I did. And then just go ahead and cut everything out, and we're gonna fold it along these lines here. Just make a couple of creases to create the base of the clutch. And then I wanted some writing space in mind. So what I did was I took one of the papers, again from the Christmas Cottage Kit collection. I liked this one because it had stripes on it, which will make it easy for me to kind of fold and cut straight lines. And then again, I printed it on cardstock to give it some sturdiness. And I ran it through the printer again, and on the back I printed this vertical lined paper. So I will link all of these kits down below from our shop if you're interested. This is a nice staple to have for most of my projects, so it's always nice to have some lined paper. So we're going to be taking this sheet here, and I'm going to be cutting it to the width of the bottom panel of my clutch. All right, so go ahead and cut that out, and then you're going to need 2 of them. So I'm using my first one just to measure my second one here so they're the same size. And then they should look something like this. And then lining up the left side of our panel with the left side of the clutch, we're then going to fold on the right side, matching it with the right edge of the clutch, okay? So we're just making kind of a panel that is the same size as the bottom panel of our clutch that we're making here. All right, and then go ahead and give that a good crease, and it should look something like this. And there will be a little bit of like a tab hanging off. Leave that on there for now, okay? And then we're going to do just the same thing over again with the second panel. So line everything up, give it a good crease so that it's, you know, the same size as the clutch itself here. And then you should have 2 pieces that look identical. And we're going to take it and fold it so that the lines are on the inside, okay? And then with this top panel here, we have this little tab that's hanging off. So what we're going to do is we're going to fold that tab backwards. So close it like this and then fold this tab behind just like that, okay? And then with the second one, we're actually going to just cut that tab off. We're not going to need it, all right? So you only need the tab on one of these pieces, and then you can just trim it off of the second one and toss this little piece away. And then taking our first panel here, the one that has the tab on it, what you're going to want to do is have it so that the tab is on the top part, not on the back, like on the front, and you want it on the left side, okay? So kind of flip it around like this, and then we're going to glue this back panel down. So go ahead and grab your glue of choice. I'm using FABRI TAC, and you could glue it on the side and the bottom and the top and like leave the side open for like tucking ephemera. I just glued mine down to save time today. And then when you glue it down, you want to make sure that you can still close the clutch. So I'm going to go ahead and fold it here and just make sure that it's not too high. And then it should look something like this. And then with the second panel, you've got a couple options. You could glue it into the middle of your clutch here and they could open like this, and you could just cut that extra tab off. Or you can do what I'm doing here and do kind of an extended writing space, I guess. So I'm going to glue my second panel onto the first, specifically lining it up with that tab. And it's really important that you don't overlap with the panel, like the writing panel. You want to keep it only on the tab, otherwise it won't fold properly. So just get it right up against that crease. Don't overlap them. You want it right up beside that crease. And then just go ahead and fold it closed. And then you'll want to close your entire clutch and make sure that it can fold, shut. So if your pages are a little too long, you can just trim the bottom of them up a little bit, and that will allow the clutch to close easier. So that's what I'm doing here, just very carefully trimming off a little bit, and that's enough to make sure the clutch can close entirely. And then you'll want to go over it with a bone folder or a fingernail and make sure to get it nice and smooth. You want everything thin and flat, especially if you're adding it into a journal. All right, and this freebie does come with some labels and pockets for decorating. You don't have to use these if you don't want to, but I was feeling like my envelope looked a little bit blank, so I'm going to go ahead and do a bit of decorating here. And you've got this little panel you can use at the top, which matches the paper that I used from the Christmas Cottage kit, so it just brings a little bit more of that color into the envelope. If you used a different paper, obviously you don't need to use this if you don't want, but that's kind of what it's for. And then we've got these little pockets here, and you can choose if you want to leave the side or the top open. I decided to leave the top open and have a horizontal pocket. So I'm adding glue just near the edges of the pocket and along the bottom, keeping a nice thin bead so I have as much room as possible for tucking things into the pocket. And then I've got a couple of labels that I can add on top. I'm not going to use puff tape or anything because, again, I wanted to keep this pretty flat. And I think you could use this again in a journal for tucking in ephemera and having some extra writing space. You could also use this as a card, like a Christmas card for someone, if you wanted to put some gift cards in these pockets and then write like a really nice letter in the writing space that we added. I think that would be pretty sweet. I know that when I was a kid, my parents used to tuck little cards and tiny little presents into the Christmas tree for me and my sister to find on Christmas morning, and I was honestly almost more excited to go searching in the tree than I was to open the presents underneath it. So I think this would be kind of a cute little item to use in that way if you wanted to. Otherwise, that is going to finish up today's final video in the week-long series. So tomorrow's video will be just the announcement of the daily winners. So I hope that you've enjoyed this event and all the freebies that came along with it. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on future events that might be coming, as well as other freebies and tutorials that we're putting out every week. But thank you so much for crafting along with me today, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. Bye!